Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. We are now 8 days away. If a new deal doesn't get reached, if new terms don't get agreed upon, the season will be impacted. Games will be moved. Games might be missed. But if a deal isn't reached by March 10th, the season will be impacted. Now, I don't want to give you guys false hope. The WNBA returned fire with a proposal of their own. They're not moving on revenue sharing.
The WNBA just dropped a bombshell proposal that will send Caitlin Clark's future earnings through the roof, making her a millionaire years ahead of schedule. Maximum contracts are set to skyrocket by over $1 million, jumping from a mere $249,000 to a staggering $1.3 million to a staggering $1.3 million. This isn't a slow build, it's an immediate, seismic shift designed to instantly reward the league's top talent. The salary cap itself? It's exploding to $5.75 million in the first year, a 280% leap from last season. This isn't just big, it's an unprecedented financial windfall for players like Clark and Aaliyah Boston, changing the game forever.
For the first time, it seems like real progress is actually being had in these negotiation rooms. The players put an offer, the league counter-proposes. The players put another offer, the league counters. Back and forth, back and forth. Things have finally been moving in the right direction. Are we 8 days away from agreeing to a deal? Maybe. Maybe not. Sports executive Dave Sampson, who was a big front office, big wig with the Miami Marlins, he says usually at the deadline, that's when deals are done. To the last possible.
This unprecedented salary surge isn't just a promise, it's a concrete path for young stars. Under the new proposal, WNBA first and second team players on rookie deals will become eligible for a max contract in their fourth year. Imagine Caitlin Clark, who would normally wait far longer, could be signing a multi-million-dollar deal as early as 2027. Aaliyah Boston, facing health challenges off court, could see her eligibility for this massive pay bump come as soon as this year. This isn't just about money, it's about securing the financial future of the league's most impactful young talent, giving them leverage and stability never before seen.
Following that extension, a player on a rookie deal that earns MVP could also be eligible for the Supermax plus no core. This is big. This is actually looking out for the young players. This is actually looking out for the next wave. The Jujus when they come in. The Sarah Strongs potentially when she comes in. You come in, you make an impact within your first 4 years, you get paid big time. You make an impact to the point like Caitlin Clark where you could possibly be MVP, you get paid mega.
But the proposal goes even further, creating an elite tier for truly transcendent players. If a rookie deal player performs to MVP levels, they could qualify for a Supermax contract. Crucially, these accelerated max deals come with no core designation following the extension. This no core clause is a game changer, preventing teams from essentially tagging and restricting a player's movement after their big payday. It's a win for player autonomy, ensuring that once these young stars secure their bag, they retain significant control over their careers, unlike the restrictive systems of the past.
I want to play, and players want to play. Obviously, we're going to continue to negotiate and do everything we possibly can to get this done in a timely fashion. But obviously, a strike would be the worst thing for both sides. Kelsey Plum said achieving revenue sharing system is something the players fought really hard for and is a significant win. Even if the players agree to a net share rev system, Plum says the goal could be to continue to negotiate the expense credits the league gets. Seems like we're actually headed towards the right direction. Please like the video. Let me know your thoughts.
The broader financial picture for the league is also transforming dramatically. The salary cap isn't just hitting $5.75 million in the first year, it's projected to grow even further, potentially reaching $6.5 million by the sixth year of the deal. This continuous upward creep in the cap allows teams more flexibility to build deeper, more talented rosters, benefiting every player, not just the superstars. It's a clear concession from the league, acknowledging the immense value and growing popularity of its players. This movement signals a strong commitment to investing in the talent that drives the WNBA's explosive growth.
If you haven't already, let's dive right into this article by AP. WNBA's new CBA offer boosts pay, fast tracks max deals for stars like Caitlin Clark. This is going to put pressure on some of the younger players in this union as well. I like this move. The WNBA sent a new CBA proposal to the players' union Sunday night that includes allowing some of its young stars like Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers a chance to earn a maximum salary quicker, a person familiar with the deal told the Associated Press. The person spoke on condition of anonymity on Monday because of this.
Beyond the dazzling max contracts, the average WNBA player is also set to see a life-altering pay raise. The proposal includes a jump in average salaries for all 120 players to an impressive $540,000 in the first year. This is a monumental shift, lifting the financial floor for every single athlete in the league. It means greater security, less need for demanding overseas play, and a more sustainable career path for women who dedicate their lives to professional basketball. This isn't just about top-tier talent, it's about a rising tide lifting all boats, fundamentally changing the economics of the entire league.
Shout out to Aaliyah Boston. I know she's got some health issues going on over there in Unrivaled. Just another reason why, again, we haven't heard anything about exclusivity in these deals. But another reason why, if I'm an owner, I don't want my players playing in these other leagues. I don't want to be paying you if you're Aaliyah Boston and I'm going to give you the max contract that you're not eligible for. Here's $1 million. I can't have you playing in Unrivaled if you're making $1 million. Now, maybe it's just not being reported on. Maybe it's something, well, if you hit a $750,000 threshold, then you can't participate in this league, that league, so on and so forth. But we haven't heard anything like that yet. The salary cap.
This groundbreaking proposal couldn't have come at a more critical juncture. We are now just 8 days away from a potential crisis. If a new deal isn't reached by March 10th, the WNBA season will be impacted. Games could be moved or even missed entirely. The league's counterproposal, coming just 2 days after the players' latest offer, signals a desperate push for resolution. It shows that both sides recognize the immense stakes and are finally making real progress in negotiations, moving past the usual back and forth and towards a tangible agreement. The clock is ticking, but hope is finally on the horizon.
The first year would be $5.75 million, up 280% from last year's $1.5 million. That would grow to $8.5 million by the sixth year of the deal. The deal would result in maximum salary increasing by more than $1 million, from $249,000 to $1.3, and average salaries from $120,000 to $540,000 in the first year. Now, that seems like the cap actually grew a little bit. $100,000 from 5.65, which is what's been reported this whole entire time, now to 5.75. So the salary cap is creeping up. What does that number end on?
For the first time in recent memory, real progress is being made in these high-stakes negotiation rooms. The Players Association submitted a bold proposal on Friday night, and just 2 days later, the WNBA returned fire with this incredible counteroffer. This rapid exchange, a true back and forth, indicates a genuine desire from both sides to find common ground. It's a stark contrast to previous stalemates, where progress felt glacial. This quick response, laden with significant financial concessions, proves that the league is serious about securing a deal and avoiding any disruption to its rapidly growing momentum.
I think that's a smart move from the owners, if you were to ask me. Finally, Kelsey Plum talking with some sense. A strike is the last and worst thing they want to do. Here's a novel idea. Take the deal. And even she knows this is not the approach anyone wants. When I read they started lowering their revenue sharing demands, I knew it was over because now the WNBA is going to wait them out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this latest offer from the owners to the players? Again, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it does feel like...
Despite the massive salary and cap increases, one significant hurdle remains: revenue sharing. The WNBA's proposal holds firm on a 15% revenue share, a take-it-or-leave-it stance that hasn't budged. The players in their earlier offer had initially asked for an average of 26% of gross revenue over the CBA's term, starting with 25% in the first year. The league has repeatedly deemed this number unrealistic. This divergence on revenue sharing is the final contentious battleground, where the owners seem least flexible, potentially stalling a full agreement despite other major concessions. First Vice President of the WNBA Players Association, Kelsey Plum, has voiced a critical perspective, stating that a strike would be the worst thing for both sides. Her candid remarks reveal the immense pressure players are under to secure a deal without sacrificing the season. Plum emphasized that achieving a revenue-sharing system was something players fought really hard for and is a significant win, even if the exact expense credit continues to be negotiated. Her pragmatic approach highlights the gravity of the situation, showing a player leadership ready to make difficult decisions for the greater good of the league. This aggressive investment in young talent, particularly through accelerated max deals for players like Caitlin Clark and Paige Buckers, is a surprisingly smart move from the owners. They've recognized the undeniable impact these next wave players have from day one. When stars like Clark come in and immediately prove their worth, making first-team All-WNBA caliber plays, they deserve to be paid handsomely, even early in their careers. It's a strategic play to retain top-tier talent, preventing them from seeking opportunities elsewhere, and solidifying the WNBA's status as a premier destination for elite athletes. This new system isn't just for current rookies, it sets a powerful precedent for future generations. Imagine talents like Juju Watkins or Sarah Strong potentially entering the league. If they make an immediate, undeniable impact within their first 4 years, they too will be eligible for these massive paydays. This creates an incredibly attractive pathway for aspiring WNBA players, incentivizing them to perform at their highest level from day one. It's a clear signal that exceptional talent will be recognized and rewarded quickly, ensuring the WNBA continues to attract and retain the very best basketball players in the world. Aliyah Boston, the reigning Rookie of the Year, is in a unique position. Under the new terms, she could be eligible for a max contract as early as this year. This is a massive boon for Boston, especially considering recent reports of health issues she's been navigating. Securing a multi-million-dollar contract so quickly provides invaluable financial stability and peace of mind. It highlights how impactful this proposal is for players who hit the ground running, instantly elevating their status and securing their long-term financial well-being, even amidst personal challenges. This is a game-changer for her and others like her. However, the immediate financial security for players like Aliyah Boston raises a thorny, unspoken question: exclusivity. While the current proposal doesn't explicitly mention it, industry insiders are speculating. If an owner is paying a player a $1 million max contract, they might not want that player risking injury in other leagues like Unrivaled. Boston's recent health issues only amplify this concern. Could future contracts include clauses restricting play outside the WNBA? This potential conflict, though unaddressed, looms large, hinting at future battles over player freedom versus owner investment and injury risk. A subtle but significant shift in the power dynamic has emerged. When players started lowering their revenue-sharing demands, some strategists immediately knew it was over. This move indicated a willingness to compromise, giving the WNBA a strategic advantage to wait them out on the remaining issues. While the league made huge concessions on salaries, the players' willingness to bend on revenue sharing suggests they prioritize avoiding a strike and securing the immediate financial gains now. This calculated dance highlights the nuanced art of negotiation, where every move has unforeseen consequences on the bargaining table. Sports executive Dave Sampson, a former front office bigwig with the Miami Marlins, offers a critical insight. Usually at the deadline, that's when deals are done to the last possible second. This common practice in professional sports negotiations suggests that while progress is being made, the final agreement might not materialize until the 11th hour. The current 8-day countdown to March 10th aligns perfectly with this pattern. It means we should brace ourselves for intense, round-the-clock negotiations right up until the very edge of the deadline, keeping everyone on the absolute edge of their seats for a resolution. Despite the remaining sticking points, particularly on revenue sharing, the overwhelming sentiment from both sides is one of genuine progress. Players like Breanna Stewart have openly acknowledged the WNBA's counter-proposal as a step forward. For the first time, it truly feels like real progress is actually being had in these negotiation rooms. This shift from stalemate to constructive dialogue is a massive win in itself, signaling a maturing relationship between the league and its players. The optimism, though cautious, is palpable, suggesting a breakthrough is closer than ever before. The WNBA's firm stance against the players' initial demand for 26% of gross revenue stems from the league's assertion that such a number is unrealistic. The difference between gross and net revenue and what expenses are credited becomes a crucial battleground. While the players see it as a fair share of the league's growing success, the owners likely view it as unsustainable for the league's long-term financial health, especially considering operational costs and investments needed for continued expansion. This fundamental disagreement on financial models is a tough nut to crack, driving the continued tension on this specific point. Looking at the big picture, the players have secured monumental wins. Maximum contracts are soaring by over $1 million. The average salary is set to jump to $540,000, and the overall salary cap is significantly increasing. These are legitimate concessions for the owners, directly putting more money into the pockets of players. The accelerated max deal eligibility for young stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston is a groundbreaking development, ensuring the league's most exciting talent is rewarded quickly and appropriately. These financial advancements mark a new era for player compensation in the WNBA. This proposal isn't just about current players, it's a strategic blueprint for the WNBA's future. By drastically increasing salaries and fast-tracking max deals for stars, the league is solidifying its position as a top-tier professional sports destination. This will inevitably attract even more elite talent, both from college and internationally, further elevating the quality of play and the league's marketability. It signals a new chapter where financial opportunities match the athleticism and dedication of its athletes, ensuring the WNBA continues its exponential growth trajectory, captivating audiences worldwide and inspiring future generations. The WNBA is on the cusp of an unprecedented financial transformation, with its brightest stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston set to reap the rewards faster and bigger than ever before. This new proposal, despite ongoing revenue-sharing debates, signifies a crucial turning point, a recognition of player value that will echo for decades. The league is not just playing basketball, it's rewriting the rules of professional sports, paving the way for a future where female athletes are truly compensated for their immense talent and impact. What do you think about this groundbreaking offer? Let us know below.